you could make the time. Now, as you are aware, last night someone mistook poor old Lord Winfield for a letter and stuck an Oriental letter opener in him.
That was in poor taste, Mosby. Lady Winfield lost her husband last night. You should not make light of it in front of her.
Always getting that sort of thing wrong. Dashed awkward sometimes. Why, when I had to talk to the widow Johnson, Yes, well, best leave that story for another time.
Well, maybe you should focus your attentions on the case. Work out who broke in and murdered Lord Winfield.
Yes. Well, as you know, I spoke to you all individually last night to try to make sense of this unfortunate situation. Poor Lord Winfield, stabbed last night at 10 o'clock. The intruder had broken in through the window to steal his prized possession, the Star of Alexander, a beautiful jewel he brought back with him after the war. Or so we thought.
What do you mean? It was a break-in.
Yes, that is indeed what it seems. Except the glass window was broken from inside the study. This means the murderer could have come in through the study door, locked it behind them, killed Lord Winfield and broken the window to make it look like someone had broken in. It would have provided the killer with a way out without unlocking the door.
What are you trying to say, Mosby? Spit it out.
What I'm saying is the killer was already in the house. The killer is still in the house.
Oh, for God's sakes, Vicar! I don't know why you're looking so shocked. You always hated him.
Yes, you were caught shouting curses at Lord Winfield.
Curse you, Lord Winfield. I will have my revenge.
Do you deny this, Rev?
I don't deny this. Though I am greatly ashamed.
Then he must be the killer. It is so simple.
No, if only it was that simple, my dear. But the poor Rev here is and has always been grateful to Lord Winfield for his generous donations to the local parish. And anyway, this crime was a crime of passion. And we all know the only thing Rev Dibley is passionate about is God and his award-winning pumpkins.
Curse you, Lord Winfield. I will have my revenge.
Mosby, you can't possibly be saying...
Doyle, my dear chum, you are forgetting that people are capable of anything with the right motivation. Why, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rev run amok with an axe if someone took his prized pumpkins. But we can dismiss the Rev as a suspect, as he became a crucial witness to the events that unfolded last night. A witness with the observational skills of a brick and the intellectual property of a bowl of porridge, but a witness nonetheless. An examination of Lord Winfield revealed that he A. ate too much, B. was allergic to daggers of oriental design being shoved in his thoracic cavity, and C. his wristwatch was broken at the time of death, which was 10 o'clock. Now, Reverend, you are my witness. Where were you at exactly 10 o'clock last night?
Why, I was here, in this very drawing room.
And who were you with?
Lady Evelyn, the princess, the butler, Doyle, why, everyone in this room.
Sharp as a tack, Vicar. Not much gets past you, does it? I better stop dropping those buttons in the collection plate. Just pulling your leg, Rev. I don't drop anything in your collection plate. In fact, I don't even attend church. I wouldn't want to spend my Sundays listening to one of your sermons. I'd rather have the sort of indigestion as poor Winfield upstairs. But anyway, you are right. How did you know everyone was here at exactly 10 o'clock?
Why, I heard the clocks chime at 10.
Precisely, Rev. Everyone was here at 10 o'clock, and Lord Winfield's watch was broken at 10 o'clock.
So that proves that none of us could be the killer.
Well, things are not always as they seem. The seeming can hide the unseemly, and we must pick at that seam. There is another crime has been committed, a lesser crime than murder, but a serious crime nonetheless. The jewel known as the Star of Alexander has been stolen. Princess Anita, there is an identity fraud has been perpetrated in this house.
Please.
I'm sorry, I must reveal the truth. It's a bad habit of mine, like smoking and dancing with other people's wives. Or is that dancing and smoking with other people's wives? But anyway, that's not important. What's important is that you, Princess Anita, are...
An imposter! I knew she wasn't a real princess.
A real princess. And exactly who you say you are. But I cannot say the same for the butler Peterson. In fact, it wouldn't be going too far to say the butler did it. Or should I say, Lord Bobby Beckonsworth.
I say, how did you know?
Because I arrested you for being drunk and disorderly on boat race night 5 years ago.
Here's the story about Mindy the Moocher.
So he's a criminal.
Nothing of the sort. A lot of young scholars from Oxford and Cambridge get charged on boat race night.
You, sir, duck. You look like a Cambridge duck to me, and they don't know how to row at Cambridge. Just come back. Come back, I say, Cambridge duck.
But it does beg the question why a member of the aristocracy was posing as a butler. But as I said before, anyone is capable of anything with the right motivation. And I do believe that his motivation was...
I say, Mosby, stop right there. We can't bandy a woman's name.
Oh, I can. I can bandy with the best of them. I can bandy with both my right and left hand, and my right and left feet for that matter. And so, good sir, I shall proceed to bandy. The woman's name is Princess Anita Silvana, and if I'm not mistaken, you are lovers.
This is true. He is my lover.
Bully for you, Beaconsworth, she's quite a catch.
Damn you, Mosby. You're not a gentleman.
Several of my wives have been of that opinion. I put it to you, Beaconsworth, that you came to this house disguised as a butler to assist the princess in stealing the Star of Alexander. Lord Winfield was suspicious because you buttled so badly. You should have buttled better, Bobby Beaconsworth, but be that as it may, you stole the Star of Alexander at 10 o'clock last night.
It was him! He killed Lord Winfield to steal the Star of Alexander!
No!
All right. I stole the star. I did not kill Lord Winfield.
No, you didn't.
But he is still a thief!
Well, yes, and no. You see, the Star of Alexander is a jewel with a rich history. Perhaps, Princess, you'd like to tell us about it.
The Star of Alexander was in my family for generations, until it was stolen during the war and fenced off in the black market. I spent years tracking it down, finally to here. I wasn't stealing it. I'm going to return it to Macedonia where it belongs.
The fact is, Bobby and his princess did not need to kill Lord Winfield in order to steal the jewel. Last night, I received a call at 10 minutes past 10 from Lord Winfield himself, telling me that someone had stolen the Star of Alexander. It would not make sense for them to go back to kill him after the job was done.
But Lord Winfield was killed at 10.
Lord Winfield was obviously killed after 10 o'clock. The smashed watch, just like the smashed window, was a clumsy attempt to lead us off the scent.
But we were all in the drawing room from 10 o'clock onwards.
Well, yes, according to the clock, you were all here from 10 o'clock onwards. But somebody had tampered with the clock, setting it back nearly half an hour. The clock chimed at 10:30, not at 10.
You killed my husband!
What?
Yes, Sir Walter Doyle, we could take you out and have you hung. That's how Lady Winfield likes her men. Well hung. But no, Doyle, you knew nothing of this crime, and you had no hate for Winfield. Just the smug satisfaction that a lover feels towards the husband of the woman he's having an affair with. No, Lady Winfield, only you hated your husband that much. You married him for his money, but even that wasn't enough. You despised the man. Lady Evelyn Winfield, I'm arresting you for murder of your husband, Lord Winfield, and the dangerous misuse of a letter opener.
You'll never take me alive.
Don't be silly, Lady Winfield. I took the liberty of removing the bullets earlier in the evening. Hand it over. Be careful with that, Rev. It's loaded. Don't worry, Rev. I always get my woman. Speaking of which, how's your sister?